Hi George, it's just Stuart here with your recap from the other day. So just a couple of things that we were working on in your golf swing. If we look at your setup first of all, it's very good. We mentioned about the weight being maybe slightly back on the heels, and we want to feel like the weight's a little bit more on towards the balls of the feet here. So maybe just try and take a little bit of knee flex out there, and feel like the weight is more over the balls of the feet. But generally a very good setup, good grip, look really good from the face-on view, and your posture is pretty good as well. So if we look at the swing itself, what we'll see is as you take the club back, the hands and arms and club actually work back a little bit away from your body and a little bit too much from above plane in the initial takeaway. You can see as well how we've drawn a line on your head and your rear end there, and as you move the club away, you're actually moving forward, which indicates that your weight is now moving towards your toes. If you keep an eye on your right heel, you'll see how that tends to sort of lift up ever so slightly as you go back there. Okay. Now that's going to cause you some problems in the downswing, because if the weight's out over the toes too much, it's going to make it hard for you to rotate and get your body turned through correctly. So what happens is on the way down, we've got the club in a much better position than you usually have it, so the shaft is in a really good position there, but the right hand, the right arm, sorry, just folds away a little bit too much. You get a little bit narrow and a little bit long with the swing, and then as you come down, the arms actually get a little bit too far away from you, and the shaft angle gets a little bit too steep right here. Okay, so it's going more through your right shoulder, which results in the club, as it comes into the ball, approaching the ball a little bit too much from above plane, and you can see how your body is now starting to react and lifting, which stops you from rotating. Now when your body stops rotating, your hands are going to get a little bit active, and it can cause you to get a little bit flicky and produce some inconsistent results in terms of the strike through impact. From the face-on view, again, you're pretty good to here, but then as we get to the top, that right arm's just folding away a little bit too much. We get a little bit narrow, and then as we come down, it forces us to lose that angle between the left arm and the shaft a little bit early. So as a result, the hands are just a little bit too far back when we're actually hitting the ball, so the hands are just a little bit flicky, a little bit scoopy, which again can result in some shots where you hit the ground first, or a little bit too much of a thin shot from time to time as well, which is your tendency. So what we did, we gave you a couple of drills to help you feel how to do this differently, and we gave you some key thoughts as well, which I'm going to put up on the screen in a minute to remind you. So first of all, if we have a look at the changes that we made, and we'll have a look at the down the line view first of all. Okay, so this is the new one on the right hand side. So we can see how if you take the club back, the hands are staying much closer to that circle. This was the real swing. Yep, here we go. So you can see how the hands really stay in the circle, so the hands are working in more, the club is working much closer to plane, the shaft's rotating nicely there. If we look at the other one, what we see is the hands working out, club working out, and the shaft and arms much more in front of the body. Okay, this one is much better. Now we had you doing some stop-start swings. I think this was one where you actually continued the swing. So again, that right arm, we need to work on that. Ideally, we'd want to stop it about here if we could. But you can see how the right arm just goes a little bit too far. But again, on the way down, we've got a much better shaft angle on the way down. So you can see in the difference in these two positions. Here, the club is much shallower and much more through your right bicep, and this one is a lot steeper and more through your right shoulder. So the one on the right is going to give us an approach where the club works nicely from the inside back to square, which is going to give you that nice draw shape that we were hitting the other day. This one here on the left hand side, a little bit steeper angle of attack, more above plane, more of a cut swing, I would say. Okay, so the other angle was the face on view. And again, we had you doing some drills. We had you doing this stop start drill where we felt like we were really pushing the hands away from the body, so we're really feeling that we're pushing that right hand into the left thumb to try and give us some width, as opposed to letting the arms collapse too much. And again, what we saw was some better results coming into impact in terms of where the hands actually got to. So you can see as you hit the ball, the hands are a little bit more forward than they were previously. Okay. So basically, the key thoughts here is to move your hands in, to rotate the shaft, and to feel like you're pushing that right hand away from you at the top. Okay, so hands in, rotate the shaft, push the right hand away, and they're really the key thoughts that I want you to try and work on until the next time I see you. As I said before, you are making a lot of progress, and you have done some good work on your swing. We just need to make sure that you we keep you on the right track and you keep going in the right direction. So well done the other day. Any problems, give me a shout, and I look forward to seeing how you get on next time.